Hey everybody, Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion, coming to you here on Labor Day. Yeah, that's right, Labor Day. So before we get into that, let's go ahead and do the usual. Grab yourself a smoke, grab yourself a drink, grab onto your butts, your balls, your boobs, whatever you got, because here we go. Okay, so, Labor Day, right? Supposed to have the day off? No, not me. Not me, no. Didn't get a 3-day weekend, no. Had to go to work. But, hey, I got paid, and that's all that matters, is I have a job, and I'm thankful, and I'm grateful. So, I'm not going to complain about that. But let's go ahead and cover a little bit about Labor Day, if my memory serves me correctly. Fuck, my history is so bad, and I blame this, I really do. So, Labor Day came around, if I'm not mistaken, like the early came out in the 1800s. Sorry, edit. So it started out in the 1800s. I think right about 85, 86 is when the idea just first came around. And then it wasn't started like making its circuit until like February of 87. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Colorado, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, and a few others, they first started it, and then I think there was like 23 other states that jumped on board in the following years, if I'm not wrong. But they started the movement for Labor Day. You know, for hardworking Americans that are putting in hours in dangerous situations and that kind of thing. But I do remember that it was June 28th of 94, so almost 10, 12 years later. Congress finally passed it and had it to where the first Monday of every September would be the national legal holiday for Labor Day. Now, what it is originally supposed to be, Labor Day is originally supposed to be for honoring workers as a part of an American organized labor movement. Basically just a celebration of the achievements for us Americans, the fact that everybody had, you know, laboring jobs in anyway, and became a celebration of the achievements. And for all the workers who were in that movement, they contributed to our nation, and with all the prosperity that was going on in that time and age. So Labor Day was originally for that. It was just to say, hey, you know what, we need an extra day for us hard-working, laboring people. Now, here comes my negative Nancy side of it. If you watch any of my videos, if you follow anything, you know I'm not a fan of man-made holidays. I mean, almost every holiday is a man-made holiday, so I'm kind of contradicting myself. But whether it's religious holidays or pagan holidays, you know, I just got some kind of issue with it. However, Labor Day, I'm not mad at. You know, for somebody that's a blue-collared, hard-working man, with the callus, the sweat, and the hard work that I give for the job that feeds, you know, my family, my dogs, you know, and helps put food on the table, it's nice to have a day off. I'm not mad at it. However, what I am mad at is people that get this day off when they don't do shit. Okay? Now, there are some restaurant industry, bar industry, kind of people that they're still going to be doing it, They don't get Labor Day off when they labor just as hard. They put up with us drunken assholes on this day. So, but people that sit in an office, count money, not to say that that's not hard work or mentally straining, but it's really not labor. So, I particularly would think that kind of like bars have it. Like if you go to certain bars, they say, hey, if you're in the restaurant industry, then you can you get a discount until a certain time of the day if you're in the industry. I look at that like Labor Day. If you bust your ass and you have a physically taxing job, whether you're a nurse, whether you're a doctor, whether you're a bricklayer, a roofer, somebody that's moving and physically working, I think that constitutes as labor, If you have a lawn business, if you're in construction, I consider that labor. But if you're sitting in front of a computer, or you're an actress or something like that, I really wouldn't constitute that as labor. Yeah, there could be some taxing things, stunt work and stuff like that. Physical, though, But then again, some people are going to argue and say, hey, but actors actually, they put their body and soul into it and it's taxing. Okay. If you say so. But honestly, all those blue-haired, pink-haired, hippie tards that are, sitting behind a computer, taking credit card numbers for whatever they're doing online or whatever, I don't think they deserve a Labor Day. That's just me. So Labor Day, get your barbecue out, get your drinks out. Only thing is, man, it's on a Monday. Couldn't you at least constitute it every Friday? Every first Friday? That would be so much more beneficial. That way you have the Sunday to recuperate, and you still get a 3-day weekend. That's what I think. But overall, my whole thing is I'm not a big fan of holidays, and this is just one that I actually agree with. So, yeah, that's my bit on... Alright, back after the pause for the cause, just because my cousin thought she lost her keys, which she did, but it was buried in the couch. I told her my couch has a way of eating things. So, but yeah, quite frankly, Labor Day is a decent holiday, but put it on a Friday. Give people that extra day to party, and then Sunday the day of rest, Don't put it on a Monday, because then you're going to have people out partying and getting crazy and that are not responsible, and then they're not going to show up to work on time, or if at all, the next day being Tuesday. So, that's just my idea on it. So what else do I got? We already did the show review, which I did with my friends, and it was kind of hectic, and as you can tell at the very end, I kind of even miscadened my own ending, just because there was a little bit of this. So, but then again, I wouldn't be that drunk guy in his bullshit opinion if it weren't for the drunk part. So, let's see what's coming up. I know Blue October is going to be in town in the next month or two, so I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, it's going to be time to save, because Christmas is around the corner. Even though it's a holiday I do not like or care to celebrate, but people in my family do, so have to partake. I don't like Christmas. I don't. I did just after me doing my research and after me going through it, finding out that it's fake. It's Hallmark. You know, Christ wasn't born in December. Other than that, let's see. What's going on? Let's see. Congress is about to be let back in. Either tomorrow or whatnot. So let's hope that they put a little bit more pressure on the Joe Biden accusations and everything. Because quite frankly, if you're going to try and impeach Trump twice, and I'm playing it right down the middle, if you're going to try and impeach him for a bunch of shit, why don't you try and impeach the other guy who has admitted on camera that he was waiting for money to clear from Burisma? All right. So I'm just saying, something doesn't add up here. Girls, stop. Sorry, my dogs are fighting. Stop, babies. They'll start off wrestling and then it'll become an all-out brawl, and then, you know, there'll be more scars added to the Scarface. Let's see, what else? I hear Papa Roach is going to be in town pretty soon. I would like to see that, but I've seen Papa Roach probably about in between 7 and 9 times. Met him once, hung out with him once. See, you know, I'd like to see him. I mean, shit, it's been 12 years since I've seen him. Be nice to see him, but other things are in play, you know. Other things that need to be done, like getting stuff done around the house. Other than that, there's not really too much on the docket. So I've got a couple of ideas that I want to do, and I'll actually do a short reel. I'll even do a poll if I can about, you know, what I should cover, because, you know, quite frankly, there's so much that I can cover. I just don't know what people want to watch. I mean, there's a niche for everybody, right? So let's see here. The Bears. I'm a Chicago Bears fan, as you can tell. The Bears are going to be playing the Packers first game. I think they play them 3 times this season. But definitely looking forward to that. Still don't know if I want to spend the $75 a month for fucking YouTube just to watch games on my big screen TV. That's something we can talk about. Is, Jesus, why do they charge so much to watch stuff that back in the day was either on the radio or on TV for free? They're doing a monopoly. They're bastardizing. But then again, they got to pay for all these, you know, big contracts and shit, I guess. NFL does, so. Girls, stop. Zoe, leave her alone. Now she's covered in grass. She's not black anymore. Now she's fucking yellow. Anyways, but as far as predictions, because I do follow the CHGO podcast for the Chicago Bears, most of them are Cubs fans, and I don't like that because I fucking hate the Cubs. And not GOAT as in greatest of all time, goats as in you couldn't afford lawnmowers back in the day, so you had goats to weed your lawn. So fuck you, y'all suck. But they're doing pretty good. And that's probably the one team in Chicago that'll be like, hey, I'm rooting for them. Not. That's the one team that I don't care. I don't live in that state. I don't live in that city. I'll go for the Bears, the Bulls, and the White Sox. I'm not a hockey fan, so the Blackhawks are okay, but I don't follow that shit. So some other exciting news is my younger brother is looking to try and get into his first house, which is really cool. Very proud of him. He and my older brother are both very, very intelligent and very hardworking, and they deserve it. So seeing them make things of their lives and make steps, have kids and all that kind of thing. That's just so great. Me, I'll sit on the sidelines and say my dogs are my kids, and I'll just watch all y'all do that. So other than that, I don't think I got anything else. So we'll go ahead and cap this off right before 16. I will do another short video poll to see what y'all want me to talk about. I'll do something along the lines of favorite system to play, favorite video game to play, Star Wars characters, you know, something like that. I don't get to do a lot of Star Wars stuff, but now that Ahsoka's out, it could be worth something. Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. Thank you. See you next time.